Park Plunge. Team Double P is here at Kings Island for the last regular day of the operating season. They're going to be open for Winterfest come November, but this is the last day. All the coasters should be open, but they may not be open because you can tell it's raining. I had to stop at Walmart, get myself a nice poncho, and you can see the sign there. I'm in parking, and you can see the rides. Let's go into the park. Let's see what we got planned today. So we still got the haunt signs for Halloween. That ended last night. Today's the last day of the Halloween season, and we already got Christmas. We got Christmas already up. Christmas, Halloween. I feel like I'm in the holiday world like last week. Got the Eiffel Tower, got the skeletons, Kings Island Haunt. Again, we got the Christmas tree out. But they got to do that because they're preparing for Winterfest already. And look, they drained the pond there for, they're gonna make it ice skating, I think. I have no idea where I'm going. It's been like something like let's see, I was here 2017. So this is my home park. It's about 2 hours from me, and I used to be a season pass member a long time ago, back when I was like 18. So lots of memories here, riding Son of Beast, the Vortex, Top Gun, which is now the Bat, you know, stuff like that. And I have all the credits in this park so far except for Orion. I've not been on Orion, hoping I get a chance today, but it's iffy. This weather's not looking too hot. Might start out here at the Banshee because it's open. Not many rides appear to be, but we'll see. We'll see how the day goes. Here we go, the Banshee. Longest invert, maybe still. I don't know if they made another one since this. This was opened in 2014. I was there opening day. Waited only a couple hours because I went later in the day. I like this ride. It's a good one. Not my favorite invert, but pretty solid. Okay, that was excellent. Running really fast. It's got that nice slow barrel roll towards the end. Lots of inversions. Longest invert in the world is what they set up there. And that's my favorite type of B&M, I think. The inverted coasters. They are freaking amazing. Banshee, definitely a great ride. I gotta get on some more stuff, but like that's really high up on the list here for me. Definitely a top 3 at Kings Island for me, for sure, if not the best. Walking down the midway here. Lots of games going on. It's Eiffel Tower. Got the racer wooden coaster over there. There's Orion, the 300-foot behemoth over there. Diamondback, back in the distance past those trees, the 200-foot behemoth. Looks like we're either testing or running Orion right now. Hopefully I can get on it. It says arcade, but it looks like Midway games to me. Oh man, look at that creepy van over here by the Skyline Chili. This thing is creepy. Gotta check this out. Look at that thing. Yeah, that's a sketch van. You want some ice cream? Little kids want some ice cream? Listen to Weird Radio 137.0. We are not alone. Alien Abyss. This looks like haunts that are not open right now. Racer. Orion. Coming back here. Here's another ride. It's an indoor looper launch coaster. Outer Limits Flight of Fear, or simply Flight of Fear now, since it's no longer Paramount. I was there opening day for that one. Waited 6 hours for it. Was good at the time, really good at the time. Now I wouldn't, no way in heck would I wait 6 hours for it. 300 feet, 287 foot tall, but it drops 300 feet because it goes under the ground, I guess. So it's called a Giga Coaster. We're about to drop here. Look at that. Like 90 miles an hour or something. 91, something like that. This reminds me a lot of the Son of Beast queue for some reason. Gonna grab a locker and see what I think of this ride. Hopefully I fit. So let's talk about Orion. My first ride on Orion. I rode the front row. It was amazing. We're gonna watch this thing drop here in a second. I haven't been on a 300-foot roller coaster since 2015 when I rode Fury 325. And you definitely get that rush on this first drop. I think Fury 325 is definitely a better ride, but this ride is phenomenal. A lot of people were dogging it. I don't understand. I got 4 pops of airtime on it. A lot of people said low on airtime. Here goes the drop. Watch this. There it goes. There it goes. That drop is awesome. Of course, I was in the front row. I was watching Coaster Studios. He said it was a front row ride. It is. I rode the second row too. Front row is definitely the best, especially on that gigantic drop there. I did fit. It was close. So next year, I'm not going to have a problem. Next year, I'm not going to have a problem, but man, that was just phenomenal. I cried because it's been so long since I've been on a 300-foot ride. And that speed, that 91 miles an hour, phenomenal. Phenomenal first 2 drops. And then you get a couple pops of airtime. And then a couple twists and turns into another couple pop of airtime. Then end of the ride. Definitely a thumbs up. Probably a high 8 for me. Like if I was gonna give it out of 10, I'd probably say like an 8.87. Definitely a top 50 coaster for me, maybe top 20. Excellent, excellent ride. Something I'm really excited to have now that I'm a season pass holder, gold member at Cedar Fair, but this is my home park. So to have this at a home park is amazing. 300 feet. The supermarket here looks inviting. Let's go get ourselves a Mountain Dew. Nah, we ain't going in there. We ain't going in the Kill Mart to get a Mountain Dew. Might get killed. It's the Jukebox Diner. Got stars in my eyes. We're gonna shake, rattle, and roll. We're gonna shake, rattle, and roll. Over here in the distance, you can see the queue for the Beast. The Beast. Let's go check it out. Happy Halloween, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. AKA Christmas. Gotta be really honest, I'm really blessed to be here today and to fit on rides and all that other good stuff. A lot of people can't come, or they have limited mobility, or they're too big. And man, very blessed, very fortunate. I gotta make it even better for myself. That's what the goal is. So I can get on these even better, even faster. Oh yeah, here's Diamondback. Honestly, I think this is more impressive when you look at it than Orion, even though Orion's taller. Has the splashdown over here. There's the queue. Going into Western territory here. We got a La Rosa's Pizza. The Beast, or Diamondback. Ace roller coaster landmark, the Beast. Looks like we're getting a line.
Ride takes an unprecedented 3 minutes 40 seconds from start to finish at speeds up to 65 miles per hour. There are 3 tunnels, 1 underground and 2 above ground.
The first hill is 135 feet at a 45-degree angle. Top speed is almost 65 miles per hour. And near the end of the ride, watch out for the double helix. If it were an earthquake, it would be a 6.8.
Welcome back, Train 3. How was that ride? Oh, yeah.
All right, just got off my first ride on the Beast in 9 years, because last time I was here in 2017, we only got on 3 rides, which is a little nuts, 3 rides. But today, I managed to get on a lot so far, way more than 3. Got on the Beast, and it rides just like I remember. Nice long ride, 2 lift hills, and that double helix on the end. If it was an earthquake, it'd be a 6.8. And yeah, that is the double helix right there. And yes, I'm cutting this from America's Greatest Roller Coaster Thrills and 3D VHS tape, because I rock old school. So the question is, after riding the Voyage 9 times last weekend and riding this today, which is better? And I gotta tell you, they're both excellent. They're both excellent. Maybe I could do a future video where I decide, but see, the thing about it is the Voyage has excellent elements throughout. The Beast has got the folklore, it's got the legendary status, it's got that double helix on the end, which is better than any element for me than on the Voyage. So it's a tough call, but we'll have to break it down later. Roller coaster back here. So I just got off Diamondback. It was great. Lots of airtime, as good as I remember. Wish there was a single rider line because I'm by myself, but there's starting to be a little bit of lines in the park. Most of everything this morning was walk on, and now it's about, 10 to 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes for the Beast. So not too bad, not very good for Kings Island in October, but of course it's the last operating day. It's overcast, it was raining earlier, but Diamondback, that might be the king of the park. Lots of airtime, killer ride, nice drop, airtime heavy. I'd have to say it's definitely better than Orion, but I think Orion is underrated. What I love about Orion is that amazing 300-foot drop to 91 miles per hour. The 4 pops of airtime I had on it were good, but there's definitely better airtime moments on Diamondback. So Diamondback, better overall ride, but it's important to have both of these because one of them gives you a little bit more speed and an awesome drop, and the other one just is a good all-around coaster. Love the water splashdown effect at the end of the ride, and Diamondback may be my favorite hyper coaster. My beloved Magnum won't like me, but I think Diamondback is my favorite, but I'm very partial to the Magnum. Also, I got to ride Mystic Timbers. I didn't think I was going to ride it today because it's going to be open during the holiday Winterfest. Mystic Timbers was awesome, and it might be the best wooden coaster that I've been on, but it's too short. Like overall, I don't know. I don't think it's going to take number one. I think it's between the Voyage and the Beast, but Mystic Timbers is damn good. And if it was a little bit longer, I think it would be there. But what is there is freaking phenomenal. It just keeps hauling and moving and shaking through that line. You're definitely getting the laterals without the damage. It doesn't hurt like like Legend last week at Holiday World. Mystic Timbers is fantastic, and it's a lot of people's favorite Woody and favorite ride in the park, and it's definitely very deserving, very deserving. So far, I think the winner of the day for me, honestly, is probably Orion, just because of the rush, the drop, the 300 foot drop, and the 91 miles per hour. Well, let's see what else we get on today. I think I'm gonna take the train, go for a ride.
Kings Island will stay open until 7 o'clock tonight. On behalf of myself and our entire crew aboard our amazing Kings Island and Miami Valley Railroad, we hope to see you again on another departure, and we hope you enjoyed your ride.
Getting the Diet Coke. Had a fabulous ride on the Rivertown train, or whatever you want to call it. The only stop was Rivertown. This apparently only goes to Rivertown and the water park, but the water park's closed. So, I don't know if I'm going to stay here till close, but working my way towards Adventure Express. They refurbished it this year. I want to check out what has changed. Maybe get one ride on the Racer, and then another ride on Orion, if I'm lucky, if it doesn't rain. And then maybe I head out. Let's take a ride on the Adventure Express. Okay, so Adventure Express, some fresh coats of paint, pretty much the same, a little bit rough. Obviously, it's an old Aero mine train, and I remember when it first opened at Kings Island, seeing the commercials on TV. The year would have been somewhere between maybe 89 and 94. I think I came maybe the year it opened. I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure I did. I remember riding it very early on, and I remember being really excited for what was going to be at the top of the hill at the very end with the mines, and we were going nuts, and you're going up and then there's these evil red eyes, and then no spoilers, I guess. What a disappointment ending of the ride. I guess that's a spoiler. Anyway, classic. I think as time goes on, I've appreciated that ending a lot more. So I think I'm going to ride the classic Racer, white wooden roller coaster featured in the 1973 episode of the Brady Bunch. I think this was near an opening day attraction, if not an opening day attraction. Let's hop in line. I think both sides are running today. It's a racing coaster, obviously. Pretty much walk on. We're walking right on. Most of the rides here, except the really, really big ones. So just rode the blue Racer, the blue side of the classic Racer roller coaster. It was a rough, fun ride, definitely a little rough. Bumpy, you know, probably more bumpy than any wooden ride I've been on in the last couple of weeks for sure. But it's definitely a classic and kind of a park original, and one that a lot of people have plenty of nostalgia for. Great ride. No! Okay, it's that very last row and then in the middle of Orion again. And back row, middle row, front row, second row. Not too much of a difference. Front row is the best because you get the view of that drop. But other than that, I got the airtime moments on all of them. I think anybody that says one row is better than the other than maybe just the preference of seeing that drop from the front row, is wrong. I mean, they were all great. All about equal. Good ride. Man, great ride. Maybe my favorite. You know what? If nobody wants to claim the 300-foot monster that goes 91 miles an hour, I'll take it. I'll take it for sure. Give me my favorite ride, Orion. So I've had a really good day today. Gonna be taking one last ride on the Banshee to close the season out, to close the day out. Looking forward to it. See you guys at the park exit. All right, let me talk to you from the Christmas tree here at Kings Island as we get ready for Winterfest. Halloween is ending. Still got the Halloween theme at the entrance gates there. Park has 2 more hours to go, but ending my day. It's getting a little wet and the rides are getting rougher. Just on the Banshee, it didn't run as well as it did this morning because the track was wet, a lot more shaky, slippery, you know, so that kind of thing. All in all, it's here from about noon to 5, so 5 hours. I got 4 rides on the 300-foot tall Orion. I rode that the most because it's the credit that I needed here. Only one I hadn't ridden. Rode Mystic Timbers, rode the Beast, rode the Diamondback, got 2 rides on Banshee, rode Adventure Express, and rode the Racer. So I think I'm at 11 rides today in 5 hours. Pretty good. Oh, I also rode the train. That was a nice 8-minute train ride. So pretty cool day here at Kings Island. I took my chances today because I saw that it was gonna rain and I knew the haunt would be over, and I thought, I bet you there's low crowds today. And I was right. And it paid off. I definitely got my rides in because Kings Island's packed in October. I don't know if you guys have seen the pictures from the haunt, and I don't care about the haunt. I'm more into the rides. So today worked out really well for me. Didn't really need the poncho that much till maybe now, but I'm not staying. And but I had it just in case, and now I have some extra ones. And so anyway, the next time I will be back will probably be at Winterfest. And thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the rides. And I'll see you next time. Guess what, people? I'm a Gold Card member. Gold Card member. I bought the all-park passport, so I'm good for, you know, all the Cedar Fair parks. Cedar Point, Valley Fair, Michigan's Adventure, Kings Island, Knott's Berry Farm, California Adventure, Worlds of Fun, Schlitterbahn, which I never even heard of before, but I saw that on the cup today. Man, I'm good for Carowinds and King's Dominion. All parks I could go to. I paid for the next year. Not a very high cost, like, I don't know, like $15 a month or something. So not bad at all. And I am excited to be back at Kings Island today. That was great. And excited to know that I have more Kings Island on the way. And I have Winterfest to look forward to. And then next year, I got Orion again, my new baby, my new love, Orion. And, oh, Beast and Mystic Timbers and Diamondback. It's a really good park. And I could go to Cedar Point too, which is also within driving distance. So win-win. Michigan's Adventure, gotta go ride Shivering Timbers. Oh, next year is going to be great. Top Thrill 2. Who's excited? Who's excited for 2024? Who's excited for Winterfest? Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching my vlogs. I know that I'm just getting started and it's kind of early to be starting, or late, or whatever. But this is when the bug hit. The bug hits when the bug hits. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.